In this video, we are going to add an arcade expression element to a pop-up in a feature layer using the ArcGIS API for Python. So open up the update popup arcade.py script from the popups folder. You are going to add an arcade expression element to the trail viewpoints layer. This expression will be a banner that will be color-coded based on the average review. Once more, we're going to use the item object getData method to return the feature service definition as a Python dictionary. We're going to manipulate the definition for our trail viewpoints layer and then update the item object to reflect the change. We're going to add an arcade element to the pop-up for a layer. We're not going to do it for a table. Just to note that the pop-ups info must exist in the feature service item data returned from the getData method, as there is no way to get the pop-up information from the feature layer object itself. You cannot update the pop-up through the feature layer object, only through the item object. We first access ArcGIS Online using our GIS class and supplying our home string. We assign our GIS object to a variable called agol. We then use our GIS object content manager get method, supplying in our feature service item ID, which I'm going to paste in now. The get method will return an item object that will assign to a variable called item. We then use the item object and call the getData method to return the definition as a Python dictionary, and we'll assign that dictionary to a variable called item data. We define our expression element using a dictionary. The type is expression, and it has an expression info property where we can set the title to viewpoint reviews and then set the arcade expression with the expression property. For this arcade expression, we get the viewpoint name and we get the records in the related viewpoint reviews table that match the viewpoint name. We count how many records there are. If there are no matches, we're going to set the background to be grey and the color text to be black, and it will return no reviews. However, if there is one or more reviews, we'll get an average rating score, and then we'll define the background based on that average rating. So if it has an average rating of 3 or less, the background will be red. Between 4 and 6, orange, and anything that is 7 or above will be green. And we'll return the background color along with the average review rating. I swear that was a tongue twister. We iterate over the layer definitions returned from the getData dictionary. So for each layer in the item data layers property, layers is a list of dictionaries where each dictionary represents a feature layer in the feature service. If the layer ID of 0 is found, which is our trail viewpoints layer, we are going to place the expression element as the topmost element in the pop-up. So here we wrap our expression element in a list, and we're combining it with the current list of pop-up elements. We then call the update method for the item object, supplying in a dictionary as the item properties parameter. The dictionary has a key of text, and the value is the updated item data dictionary. We'll assign the calling of the update method to a variable called status, and we'll print status to the screen. Now before running, let me head on over to ArcGIS Online. Here we can see our current trail viewpoints pop-up. On the right hand side, we set the title in a previous video. We also updated the fields list. We added attachments, and we also added related records. We're going to place our expression element above this fields list element. I'll go back to the Python script and run. The script is complete. Let's head on over to ArcGIS Online and check out the result. We can see our current pop-up here. I'm going to refresh the page. I'll click into layers, and with the trail viewpoints highlighted, I will open up the pop-ups, and we can see that the arcade expression element has been added at the top of the elements. And we see in the pop-up that for our trail viewpoints and for FDM Park, there are no reviews. I go and find some points, click on Sleeve Bloom. It has an average rating of 8. Headers Grange, an average rating of 7. And Made Up Waterfall has an average rating of 6, and the Made Up Battle site has no reviews. So you can see that we've successfully added an arcade expression element to a pop-up using the ArcGIS API for Python. Make sure to continue on to the next video in this series, and also make sure to subscribe. Take care.